Mike's Daily Podcast.
Hello, Mike Matthews here at Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on earth. Episode 1668. And we are here at the last place on earth. I'm Mike Matthews. Today we'll hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster. Hey, guess what? Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day because it'll be Friday the 13th.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And it is the day that 56 years ago, my mom came to America from Germany.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Now is Trump mad at my mom because she struck some Russian deal for pipeline gas to come into her wheelhouse? What? That means nothing at all. That consumerism is going to call you up. And the thing is that
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I blame that song on my hat. My hat distracted me because it is so warm.
Mike's
and I can't have
Daily
a warm hat on
Podcast.
for it lulls me to sleep.
Yeah!
As does Mike Pence. As does, I guess he got heckled at a town hall. That's why town halls are awesome. I'm going to go out and press the flesh. I'm going to meet the people. Ooh, I hate the expression press the flesh, and I hate the expression make your nut or something. You know when you refer to making enough money as a nut? Look who just walked in. You don't make a nut. No human makes a nut. Trees make nuts. They form the nuts in their tree cellular fiber system. It's an amazing thing. Don't say humans make it. You don't make a nut. That's crap. Stop saying that expression. And stop walking in on me as I'm trying to rant about stupid things. Hi, Mark. It's Benita, the rodeo queen. How you doing?
At the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, tell you what.
What?
I made a nut with my bare hands.
Really?
Yeah.
I won't ask. Look who else is here.
Hello, Mike. I make a delicious root beer. Oh boy, have some now. I'll cut you. I'm the Brewmaster.
Thank you, Brewmaster, for this delicious root beer. Oh, hey, so these expressions and more are dumb.
And here's today's podcast picture.
I also hate the expression, it is what it is, because that's defeatist. That's just accepting things for what they are and how they cannot be changed.
Well, it is what it is.
Because people say that are usually people that don't give a crap and they just let things go and they don't try and I don't like that. You have to step down, put your foot down and say, no, it is what I make it is. That doesn't sound as good, does it? Oh, well. Hey, the podcast picture today is my lovely lady friend and I. She is so hot. Hachi-machi.
Hachi-machi.
And you can see that picture at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. We were at a beach, and there was the Beach Boys playing a song for us. If everybody had... And it sounded a little something like that. And she's beautiful. And we were there with my dog, Basil the Boxer. And Basil barked at us. Hey, I played a great game of Boggle. No, he didn't bark at us. He barked what he protected us is what he did. We played a great game of Boggle last night. I haven't played Boggle in so long. Isn't that a fun game? Get a bunch of random letters on little die, and you shake it up. And maybe you'll use the word die as one of the words you pick, because it's a lot of 3-letter words, mostly. And if you get that 4 or 5-letter word, good to you for that. So, did you hear this tirade that Trump did? Who was he talking with? The head of NATO? And he just went on and on about Angela Merkel and Russia making the deal with Germany making the deal with Russia. And yeah, okay, that's messed up. Yeah, we give money to countries, but I mean, if you dig down deep, which I'm not doing on this show, if you dig down deep, I'm sure we've made a lot of iffy deals with enemies. Oh, loads. But not that condones it. If he's standing up to it, great for him. Let's keep that going. that precedent going with the president.
Of Russia, because
Here we go.
They got rid of their coal plants. They got rid of their nuclear. They're getting so much of the oil and gas from Russia. I think it's something that NATO has to look at. I think it's very inappropriate.
Okay, so what Trump did there was he ranted and ranted and ranted about the whole Germany making a deal with Russia and the pipeline. Okay. What was funny about that was he just kept bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing up his same points over and over again. And it reminded me of my mom's second husband, who she married when I was a teenager, who lectured me constantly. And he would repeat the same points about 50 times. And it drives me nuts when people repeat themselves. Let me repeat. It drives me. I just drove myself nuts just there about to repeat what I just said. It drives me. It drives. I'm in a little car. Nuts. Don't make that nut. Make a nut. You're making me a nut by that. So Trump went on.
You and I agreed that it's...
And he went on.
Well, not dealing from Russia. Explain that.
Hours after the president made his comments.
And that's the host of the C-SPAN Radio Washington Today show. And I enjoy this C-SPAN Radio watch. Okay, so that's it. Here's what I think. And this is what I do. I base all the criticism towards Trump. I look back at what the Republicans, what asinine things they said about Obama. And I go, now, am I making asinine comments about Trump the way they made asinine points about Obama? That's the way I look at it, is the criticism. So Chuck Schumer, he makes criticism sometimes that I'm like, you sound a little like Mitch McConnell when he was talking about
That's not even funny.
Obama. And so that's how I look at it and whatever. But that being said, another expression I hate. That being said, or it is until it isn't. Ugh. And other expressions that suck. Stormy Daniels, whom someone that I work with who frequents the porn conventions. Naked bodies. He spoke to me about interviewing Stormy Daniels years ago and said she was not very interesting and didn't give very good answers and was very monotone, kind of like the way I am now. But apparently the lawyer for Stormy said that his client was arrested while performing in Columbus, Ohio. And let me click on that because they made me click on it in clickbait. Dang. Oh, hey, there's that guy that, what's his name? That used to be on Slate's podcast. Dickerson, that's his name. Oh, that's fitting.
2006 alleged affair with the president, was arrested at a strip club in Columbus, Ohio overnight. Daniels was taken to jail in handcuffs, accused of letting people touch her on stage. It's illegal in Ohio for non-family members to touch a nude or semi-nude dancer. Daniels' lawyer, Michael Avenatti, called her arrest a sting operation. He tweeted, quote, "This was a setup and politically motivated."
I'm meeting with President Putin on Monday, and I think we go into that meeting not looking for so much. We want to find out about Syria. We will, of course, ask your favorite question about meddling. I will be asking that question again. But we'll also be talking about other things. We'll be talking about Ukraine. We'll see what happens. Just a loose meeting. It's not going to be big schedule. I don't think it should take a very long period of time. And we'll see where it leads. But it could lead to something very productive. And
all right. Okay, yeah, it didn't jump. It jumped rather jarringly from talking about Stormy. What the hell, Stormy? Come on. Of course, hanging a shingle on a porn star, although I think it has been done more than once, is not what the Democrats should have done. And so, Stormy's arrested. And, maybe her credibility was already shot, but now it's got so many holes in it, you might as well put it on a nice sandwich and eat it. It's Swiss cheese. Go! I tried to go somewhere and landed not so well on that, but yeah. So here we go. Here's my thing with you today is what I enjoy about Trump. Here's what I enjoy is I like the way he can talk to the press. He talks to the press probably longer for those durations that he does talk. Actually, he's so... The way Obama was supposed to be accessible and, be, not hiding anything from us, Trump, though he is hiding things. Oh, we know he's hiding things. But he talks so much to the press. It's so funny that at some point, in the way he just lets things out, the wait, don't tell me joke that they did as soon as he became president was that the other countries that have spies in America, they won't need him anymore because Trump's just going to tell them all our secrets because he's got the Candor. So, but was Obama that candorific, candid? Was he a candid camera? I don't know. Anyway, that's just the pizza guy finally quit at Papa John's. Because, maybe you shouldn't use certain words, John Schnatter. And he's done so many other things that just have embarrassed the company. So, he's gone. Gone! What else is going on in this world, this big planet of ours? I guess I could tell you that I love that there was another expression that annoys me is farm to fork. Farm to fork. Can I tell you right now that I started a campaign about half a year ago where I decided I was anti-fork. Why? Because a fork is a beautifully constructed instrument that allows you to eat. I know I just stated the obvious, but here's the problem with the fork. It allows you to eat too well. It makes you feed your face so quickly, so fast, that you don't enjoy your food. As Americans, we eat entirely too fast. We gobble stuff up. We gobble it up. We got turkey. We gobble it up. And we don't stop and enjoy and take in the flavors and the senses. And you're like, oh, Mike, who has time for that? I'm a busy bee. Yes, you have to have time for that. And the problem with fast food is it is all processed, and when it goes into your system, turns directly into sugar and makes you a diabetic. Bam! End of story. So if you eat more fresh, like vegetables and fruits, and yes, you can eat your meat. Here's a real quick side note as we stop on the little side next to the food, little sidebar. That's what I'm trying to say. The law people. And I like the sidebar here. Okay, so we've had this thing, you've noticed it, where we talk about meat as protein. I'm going to go get me some protein. Okay, no, if you're going to call meat protein, you've got to call everything else by their just basic name. I'm going to eat, instead of saying bread, I'm going to go eat some starch with grains mixed in. I'm going to go, oh, you're going to eat some potatoes, fried potatoes. I'm going to eat some starch and with fat. Let's break it down. Do you know what I'm saying? We break it down. If you're going to break it down to just protein, you got to break it down. Everything, break it down to what it is. Fruit's already broken down. You can just eat fruit. I'm eating fruit. Does that make any sense? No. All right. Let me ask this guy here at Cafe Anyway. Does this make any sense?
No.
All right. There we go. How about this guy over here? This guy over here. Does this make any sense?
I'm not going to take this anymore!
Oh. Okay. Then how about you?
No! God, please, no! No! No!
And then how about you?
No! God!
Nobody thinks I should... All right, my idea is crap. Hey, one last thing as we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. When you go on your Facebook next time, go into settings. I don't know where this is exactly. Auto roll. Cancel, stop auto roll. There's a thing that allows you, you know how you can click and switch it over to off, little switch they had you do. Stop the auto roll. When you're on Facebook and videos just start automatically playing, first off, what made me stop and turn the auto roll off is so many disturbing videos just started playing that I did not want to see. So, and then when you have videos playing, it's like a million TVs are hitting you, and you get so distracted, and you're spending way more time than you should on Facebook. And the idea is to
drop the just Facebook.
Is to get off Facebook.
You know, we have a basic responsibility to protect people's data, and if we can't do that, then we don't deserve to have the opportunity to serve people.
Move away from the Zuckerberg. Move away from straws. So Starbucks is going to stop serving plastic straws. What's the alternative? I heard something about a new type of lid. Like a sippy cup lid? Is that what they're going to do? Ridiculous. Hey, I go to Whole Foods and get their coffee blended drink sometimes. It's way cheaper than Starbucks. They already put almond milk in it if you want the almond milk. I like the almond milk. I'm a little lactose intolerant. I think most of you are. As you become an adult, you become more and more lactose intolerant. It's true. So I get this almond milk, and they served me on Friday for the first time. They served me instead with a plastic straw, a paper straw, and I asked the barista what she thought about the paper straws, and she said they're terrible.
He forgot his latte.
She said, as a barista,
I was going to make espresso.
This is these dissolve. These straws last about 5 minutes, and then they dissolve, and you're going to run into you're going to have paper in your drink. And that's what happens. And this is from a young barista who has experienced this.
Would you like some coffee?
So, what do we do? What's the alternative? Americans love straws. I love straws. I'm a straw fanatic. Now, what the barista did bring up was there are now kits being sold. Now, who's going to buy this? I don't know. If these were given out for free, it might take off. But kits that are like you would bring your own straw with you wherever you went. Somehow, these straws that you take your plastic bags in the Bay Area, you bring a canvas bag with you, or you bring your own bag, recyclable bag, because now they charge 10 cents for every bag that you buy, that you use at a supermarket. And are they going to do the same with straws? 10 cents for every straw? But the straw kit that you would carry around, it would have a super fine brush that you could clean the straw with. So this is a whole industry. Is that going to take off? If I was an entrepreneur that started little companies here and there, would I start a straw cleaning company? Probably, if I was that smart. And I'd like to end today's show with the idiot at Pet Food Express. My dog, I go to this thing called VIP, and they set up at Pet Food Express. Basil the Boxer and I went, and there was a, what do you call it? A setup that the VIP does. And you can go and have your dog, you can go and have him looked over, and it's cheaper than a vet, because vets charge you for every freaking little thing. They do the basics, they give him the shot, and it's pretty much, in and out type thing. A little bit too, there's really they don't give you any time. They're young people, it's like fast food, dog care. And to tell you the truth, this might be the last time I use them. Just that Basil's getting older and he needs more attention. But they did have a thing where they asked me, well, where's your dog's stool sample? And I said, oh, well, I forgot to bring it. And they go, oh, you can just bring one to the next VIP, what do they call it? Setup clinic or impromptu clinic, something like that. And they were going to do one at my local Castro Valley Pet Food Express. And I was going to, I couldn't make it to the time that they were opening for it. It was only an hour away at this Pet Food Express. So I brought my dog's stool and asked the Pet Food Express people if they could give it to the VIP people because they were just about to be there. And they said, no. Which, I guess, who wants to hold some other person's dog poop? That's true. Keep that away from me. It's ew. Ugh. But still, it was a guy that I had often seen at Fairmont Ridge. And he just said, no, God, no. Get that away from me. So I guess we, as dog owners, sometimes ask weird questions. But yet VIP left it very unclear when that's basically what they told me was I could do that. Just drop it off at Pet Food Express. So I called up this VIP company, and they actually had good people answering the phone on a Sunday afternoon. I couldn't believe it. And they said, go to the one in Danville. So for all you dog owners that sat through that whole story I just told, Danville is the place to go. 2:30 to 7 weekdays, they got a VIP clinic set up. So it's all set to go, and you can go there whenever, and you don't have to deal with the idiots at the Pet Food Express in Castro Valley. That being said, why did I just say that? Duh. That's the end of the show. Next show, we will have the wonderful Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley. Have an awesome Thursday. And tomorrow, Mom's anniversary when she came to America. And she came to America tomorrow.
Awesome.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!